All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set, through draw, quarter. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Check, 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 check.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running with Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Ready up. 56. Mott's 56. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run for the 1st time with Hill. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Desmond King picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a San Diego first down. First and
Ready?
10
60 out ball. Topper.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. 18 Gator. 56. Here we go. He's coming. Double five.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Now Prescott, and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get to lock it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The field ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mike 5-5. Hey, 47.
From the 29, Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. Room here to run. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And now here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Set. Turn 2 stop. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian Kirk. 79 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score. Chargers 34. Broncos 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Herbert. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. The 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask a rap. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get him one closer. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
56. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
You draw quarters. Check 6, hey, exit.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action now. Prescott. It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad rut.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check out read.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Kamara now to return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Prescott. Open man is Kirk, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Off play action. Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
80 weapon.
Check hot route. Hot.
Ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from a yard out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
On first down, Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That was a pretty favorable situation.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Mike, 45.
Give that quarterback, D-line.
Now.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.